I personally like Louis C.K., especially in the light of recent events. I don't apologize.
Hello, and welcome to Universe 7, a Dragon Ball podcast. I'm Nick.
And I'm your other host, Mason.
Welcome to the show, episode 42.
We're back.
We're back. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody who
also celebrated Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And if you didn't celebrate Thanksgiving, I'm sure you had your reasons.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with them.
What if they just aren't American? We have plenty of international listeners out there.
I mean, Canadians celebrate it in October, but they still celebrate it.
New Zealanders don't.
Why'd you drop that?
I'm not.
Reggie's furious at you now. He saw the whole thing. I was filming it and sent it to him.
How's it going?
It's going good, man. We are recording.
Finally.
I know.
It's been 2 weeks.
And we're back at it again. Late. And we were very sleepy beforehand, but you know what?
We're doing okay now. We spent the last probably 45 minutes just listening to random crap on YouTube, and that always seems to pick us up for some reason.
Yeah,
now.
It wakes us up because we listen to terrible music beforehand, and we try to convince ourselves not to put very cancerous music on.
Yeah. Do you want to give us a little sampling of...
Do you want to pull something up?
No, I mean, just, what were we listening to?
Oh, man. Too much bad, mostly. Nickelback was one. If you couldn't guess the worst, it was Photograph. And if I could go even further, if it was up to me, we'd be playing Rockstar.
Okay.
So, one of the better songs out there.
Hey, the band Jet is back. That's a thing.
Yeah, we got a few suggestions this week in the suggestion box on our Spotify. Oh, also, I tried to find, it was like the second day, but I couldn't find the collaborative playlist.
That's the one.
Well, the one that you checked out today?
Yeah.
Is it there? Has it always been there?
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find it, and I think somebody else did too. They sent us a message.
Yeah, I ended up sending back the link. So if you guys can't find the suggestion box, go back and look at episode 41's show notes. Well, I'm not sure if they're in the show notes, actually. Check the Facebook post for episode 41. It should be sitting in there.
Yeah, I couldn't find it myself, even. So
that's weird.
Stop putting that Goku in front of me. I can't do it. It's not time. I refuse to talk.
But the suggestion box is up. So for those of you guys who have Spotify,
we got a couple dope ones actually.
Yeah, if you don't have Spotify, sign up for a free account. Seriously, you don't need to get premium to follow that playlist and make suggestions. So
even if it's not your if it's not your if you're like Apple Music, I get it. Just like you said, create a free account and then throw in your suggestions. You don't have to listen to the music on the app. You just get some suggestions.
Yeah, and thank you to Brent who sent us
you're the
5
man.
or 6 suggestions, and we parsed through them today. We might use one, so stay tuned.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
You listen to the end, you get to hear some songs.
Mm-hmm. In Xenoverse news, we have...
The Nintendo Switch has Xenoverse.
No, it's not Xenoverse news. Sorry. Fighters news. I get those two games mixed up now.
Also, that's a thing as well.
Ultimate Gohan, Kid Buu, and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks have been added to the roster.
Dope. Don't care about Gotenks. Don't care about Buu.
I'm fine with Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
Me.
Looks pretty sick. I'm looking at the scans on the magazine page right now. I'll post them.
What's the date of release?
Ooh, January 31, I think.
Let us know if you boys are going to get it, because we'll fight you. And then we'll fight you in the game.
But we'll post the page to that on the show notes. So if you're listening right now and you want to see it, just check the show notes in the app and that'll pop up. If not, it'll be on the Facebook page later on tonight.
Tomorrow.
No, it'll be there tonight.
It'll be there tonight?
Yeah.
What time is it right now?
10:31.
You think we'll be done before midnight?
Yeah.
No, we'll see.
I'm good at what I do.
No, I'm saying you think we'll be done recording by midnight.
No.
So
it's still nighttime, though.
Yeah, but it'll be up tomorrow, technically.
Shut up.
I'm just trying to be honest with the listeners,
I'm all about honesty, except when it comes to something that makes me sound like I'm doing a worse job than I actually am.
Fair enough. That's America for you,
Yeah. What did you think of the dub this week, by the way? Obviously don't go into it, but like just give me some thoughts.
Some thoughts. I don't. All right, so Zeno's voice, not sure about yet.
I love it.
A little iffy. It makes all right. So here's my thing. Comparatively, for those of you who haven't seen the subtitle version yet, you won't know. But seems too smart. Honestly, though, seems like a little childish, but a little too smart for the person that we know he will become. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple things that I want to say, but I can't yet.
Yeah,
so,
we'll get to it.
Maybe in the spoiler section, I'll get to it if I remember.
We'll compare and contrast.
Odds are I'll remember, but I'll forget to say it by the time we get there.
And then I'll get to like the last part of the podcast and be like, oh, hey, remember that?
Yeah.
You know how it usually goes.
But hey, Gray's podcast, that's happening.
Is it actually?
No.
That'd be sick. Let me know, man. You know I'm in.
Oh my God, I have watched probably, no joke, 14 hours of Gray's in the last 2 days.
I finished Hunter x Hunter, and I watched one episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Did you like it?
One of the suggestions, and I did like it. I think it's going to be the next one I watch. And then probably Cowboy Bebop, because Cowboy Bebop is sick. You reminded me of that. We were playing Catchphrase on Thanksgiving, and
we played Catchphrase for like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
That was one of the describe these.
It was Bebop, and I just said cowboy anime,
and it was Cowboy Bebop.
Well, it was just Bebop,
but it was Cowboy Bebop.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, if it's not Cowboy Bebop, it's not Bebop.
No, that was the word.
Yeah, but cowboy's implied. It's like a silent, you know. You all know what I'm talking about.
You know what you're not gonna watch?
What's that?
Stranger Things.
More than likely. I'm way too into anime now.
I got freaking hammered on that this week.
I was really bad at looking at stuff this week. Usually I'll at least read it. I didn't read a lick of anything this week.
It was hard this week.
I was busy, dude.
I was very...
So this is what I count on. We get together and we read it together. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it.
I got killed on it.
Hey,
I was shocked.
I'm pumped because I don't need a reason to watch it. I've got I got other stuff to watch. People give all these suggestions and I'll watch those instead.
All right. I mean, you could take the suggestions, but the one I'm giving is better.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You haven't watched a single one of those.
Yeah, I do have.
What?
Pokemon. That was one of the suggestions for you.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I'm looking at it right now.
I mean, Pokemon's dope. I watched X, Y, and Z. And, I watched the whole XY series, I guess.
Man, I'm reading through the feedback, and it's legitimately making me sad that Stranger Things is getting hammered so much.
What are they saying? Read it out loud.
Should we just get into the feedback then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Well, I'll read what I can. There's some...
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what we do every week.
Yeah. Brent on Facebook says, hey, it's been a while since I've chatted with you guys. Like where the dub is going, and I'm excited for the next arc coming up. I agree with you that the Supreme Kai is getting annoying and not as cool as I thought he was back at the very beginning of the Boo saga.
Right? How irritating.
Yeah. I'm going to skip the sub stuff here.
Sure.
You guys have been great lately, though, and it's been great to hear your podcast every week. I found the U7 Pod Jams playlist on Spotify, but I do not see the suggestion playlist.
Guess what, Brent? I'm right with you.
I don't know why that's happening. I'll post the link again. If I could recommend
Is it public?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a follower on it. We obviously got...
Is it a folder or a playlist?
It's a playlist.
I can only find the Universe 7 jams.
Well, look again.
I'd love to.
If I could recommend any anime for you guys, since other people have, is Trigun. The comedy is great and the action is great. Only 26 half-hour episodes total, too, so it's a quick watch. I'd also recommend Rick and Morty, but I think one of you said you've watched it. I have. It's not really an anime, but it's still really, really good.
People live for Rick and Morty, man.
I love Rick and Morty.
It's incredible how many fans it has.
Yeah. I didn't want to watch it because so many people had watched it. Basically what you're doing with Stranger Things. But, you know what happened? I watched it and I loved it, which is what would happen if you watched Stranger Things.
Get over it, man. Everybody's against you.
Yeah. Speaking of everybody being against me, let's read this next piece of feedback.
Thank you, Brent. We missed your feedback, man. It's been a while.
Yeah. Irving on Facebook. Mason, I'm with you. No Stranger Things.
Hell yeah.
Watch One Piece, Bleach, Naruto,
I like Naruto, actually. I started watching that a little bit.
Pokemon, Death
I
Note,
love Pokemon.
Hellsing, Fate Zero, Seven Deadly Sins, anything other than Stranger Things. Don't let your brother bully you. LOL.
You ain't lying, man.
I'm gonna die on this hill.
I am surprised you have not watched Hellsing.
I've watched like one episode of it.
And you didn't like it?
No, I love it. I just, I don't have time.
You say that, but you've rewatched Stranger Things.
No, I haven't.
You're rewatching it currently. I came over tonight and you were watching.
Well, because I got a new TV and I want to see it in Ultra HD.
Well, yeah, but you could also watch, and not in Ultra HD, but you could watch a new show.
Yeah, why would I do
You watch
that?
a new show.
No.
All right. Well, I mean, just don't. All right. Never mind. I'm done arguing about it.
I'm gonna die on the Stranger Things hill.
I know, man.
I thought I was gonna just
I
let
know
it
you
go.
thought you were gonna be so triumphant. He was talking so much shit after the
Oh
first
no
podcast.
no. When I saw all the feedback, I thought, all right, I'll let it go. But you know what? I'm not gonna be bullied down either.
Bullied down by what?
By everybody saying no.
You're a classic bully.
Okay. Daniel on Facebook says Stranger Things sounds
you,
like
Irving.
something I'd be into, but I can't get over the 80s aesthetic. I know that's where the show's charms lie, but it doesn't affect me quite the same as a quasi 80s piece that lampoons the source material, as compared to the shooting choices and aesthetic nearly mirroring that of E.T. and the Goonies. It's funny, all this is Stranger Things feedback, not DVC.
I know, right?
Daniel, I thought the same thing actually.
I couldn't tell you.
I
don't know a thing about it.
I actually hate E.T.
You don't like E.T.?
and I hate the Goonies.
All right. Well,
So since the shooting,
so we
does-
lost about half our viewership. so.
since the shooting choices and aesthetic do pretty much mirror it, it doesn't really feel the same. And I wasn't alive in the 80s, so the nostalgia doesn't affect me either.
You don't like E.T.?
No, I don't like E.T.
Any age, man. E.T.'s gold.
I think E.T. is extremely overrated.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
Hey.
When's the last time you watched it? When you were like 10?
Probably like 5 years ago.
You're a liar.
No.
Who'd you watch it with?
Julie.
Liar. I'm gonna ask her.
Okay.
Is she gonna say yes?
We'll find out. She'll be home in about an hour and a half.
All right. I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Yeah. Stranger Things is great. I'm gonna die on this hill. If anybody wants to come at me, come at me.
And then talk to him a little bit after.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that, by the way. Moving on to Reggie. We'll do everything we can here until we have to get into spoiler stuff. So,
Sure.
Hey guys, great episode. Just a couple of things I wanted to elaborate on. First, from the dub, when Goku and Hit glared at Champa, I think the combined energy may have overwhelmed him or at least surprised him. Individually, I doubt it would have any effect from either one of them. Okay. Yeah. Individually, let me try that again. I doubt it would have any effect from either one of them. I don't think their energy surprised him at all. I think he was more shocked that they had the audacity to glare at him.
He seemed like it was more of a frightened look to me.
Yeah, but we know he's not that. They're nothing to him. He wasn't scared. Nothing. No, just no.
I get it, but why? The way they made it seem was so dumb. If they had the audacity, like, he would have been pissed. How Beerus gets pissed.
Yeah, and you noticed it happened like
Later.
a few minutes later.
But it wasn't like at the time. He was like, I don't know. They just portrayed him as nervous for whatever reason.
Well, they portrayed Beerus like that earlier too.
Yeah, but I also don't agree with that.
Yeah, so I think it's stupid. Well, I mean, I don't think Reggie's take is stupid. Obviously, I just think
No, I think
it's
the way
stupid
that
of
they're
them to-
portraying them is very dumb because Toriyama in an interview at this point in time said that he has no intention of Vegeta and Goku catching up to Beerus and Whis.
I don't believe that for a second.
What do you mean?
He's a liar.
Well, yeah, but like in that, I mean,
I know what you mean. I know.
yeah,
what you
like they're at
We
this
don't
point
really-
in time, you really think that that's gonna like actually surprise them
No,
and give them a run for their money?
no. So it's no.
It's just dumb the way they portray it. It's like
why are we arguing about something we agree on?
I know. It's just so we're not arguing. We're just like upset at the situation. It's just really stupid.
Next, and I just found this funny, but I want. Oh, damn it!
What's up?
That's some spoilery stuff, so I can't get into that.
All right. Well,
Oh, and Mason, I'm with you in your opinion of Stranger Things. Probably have different reasons, but I've yet to watch an episode. Reggie, do it. Just do it, please.
Reggie, just stick to your guns.
And
do what
seriously,
you want to do. Don't let Nick bully you, all right?
Check out My Hero Academia.
I almost bought I was playing a Pokemon tournament today at a card shop, and I almost bought a manga.
Manga.
I always say it wrong. I'm an idiot. But yeah, I almost bought the first book of that. So
isn't it just like
I don't know
anime
what it's
high
about.
school?
It looks like it, but
Yeah.
it looked dope. I almost bought it.
If you like DBS and Hunter x Hunter, you'll like that one. And One Punch Man too. But remember, that started as a gag manga for all the Saitama bandwagoners. And if you find it, oh jeez, Owari no Seraph. It's not on Crunchyroll, but it's really good.
It might be on Hulu. There's a few on Hulu that aren't on Crunchyroll. I'll have to take a look.
Yeah. All right, this one is from Adam. This one's from Adam in New Zealand.
Sure.
Hey guys, thank the Supreme Kai. The Zeno voice isn't annoying. I'm really sick of the sub version, but I'm really enjoying the English version so far. Interesting.
Yeah, that's actually the first time I've heard anybody not be pumped about the Japanese.
He might just be talking about Zeno.
That's what I'm saying.
I know everyone likes to shit on the superpower scaling, but don't you think it makes sense that Champa was scared of Goku and Hit? No, I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, we've already displayed this discomfort.
I think that Blue Kaioken at this point could probably nearly take down one of the Pussycats, and Hit is crazy with his time shit. Well, it's filler time, but hopefully we see some consequences for Goku pushing himself too bad. P.S. You keep calling me Mike. I'm so sorry.
Damn it.
It's because we have a mic.
We have a mic as well.
Yeah, both from New Zealand. I'm sorry, Adam. I won't do that again.
You know what, Adam? My bad.
No, I don't think that Kaioken Blue can come close to taking out Beerus or Champa. So, yeah,
I agree.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm sorry, Adam. I won't do that again.
All right, here's the thing. Nick has all the stuff up in front of him. I can't see a computer, so if Nick says Mike, I'm also saying Mike. So blame this guy.
Yeah, that's totally on me.
God damn, that's so funny, actually. Sorry, man.
I read the email and I was like, oh, God,
Shit.
no.
It's worse to get source material wrong, to be honest with you. It's not as bad to get source material wrong than that. That's pretty hilarious. Well, we had a good run. We quit.
And also, Reggie said he finally watched the dub from last week. He'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Fair enough. I agree. What did I give it? Like a 7?
I don't know.
Who's to say? It was so long ago.
Let me see if we have anything else before we move on here. Nope, we don't. Okay. Oh, no, hang on. I do have something here.
Hit me with it, baby. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm getting a little hyped.
You are, I can tell.
You know what I'm ready for.
Mike in New Zealand. Actually, Mike.
Oh, wait. There's a Mike?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Adam?
There's also R.I.P. Hiromi Suru. Such sad news, and she was the third voice ever heard in Dragon Ball. Sucks she passed away so young as well. Also, I should have put this in the anime recommendations last week, but for Mason, if you haven't already seen them, watch them if you like. One Piece, My Hero Academia, Dragon Maid, and JoJo's, I think, Bizarre Adventure.
Yep. Like I said, I went for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and My Hero Academia is probably next after that. So,
something else I totally forgot to recommend is Assassination Classroom, which has an excellent dub.
I've also heard of that. That seems interesting.
Sorry for the spam. No, don't worry about it.
I'm pumped. I love spam. Hey, before we move on.
What?
We just skated over that Bulma thing.
I know. We'll talk about that later.
I know, but it seemed like weird to just skate over.
I know. We're gonna have. We're not skipping this, guys. We are gonna talk about it later. There just isn't really a good spot to do it. So stick with us till the end, and we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I think so, man.
We're good.
I just wanted to make sure that these guys know that we're not just like passing over.
Yeah.
No. We'll get to it, and it's something that we'll talk about more in depth later on.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add before we jump into the?
No, thank you guys for all the feedback, and thank you for agreeing with me that Nick's a bully.
If only they knew.
I know.
Thanksgiving.
Hey, older
I
brother.
said bye. He punched me in the chest.
That's true.
So-
But, payback.
Nope. That's how it always is, pretty much.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
um,
If you guys knew the half of it, I'm usually the bad guy.
and I challenge all of you who are coming at me.
Challenge them to what exactly?
Trial by combat.
That's the only way to do it nowadays.
I challenge all of you to
Trial by combat.
watch one episode of Stranger Things, and if you don't like it,
Then fuck me, right?
yeah, come back and tell me. All right. Who's our sponsor for the dub section this week?
Our sponsor this week for the dub section is Sony headphones. You know what? They've got a good brand of headphone, Sony. And now, the dub section, brought to you by Sony.
Okay, and we're back for the dub section. This one actually aired last week. Sorry, guys.
What? It did?
Yeah.
Oh, how strange.
Title of this episode was Come Forth, Divine Dragon, and Grant My Wish, Peas and Carrots.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had some peas and carrots for Thanksgiving.
You didn't have any peas.
I was Kayla's dad's house.
Who does peas for Thanksgiving?
What?
Who does peas for Thanksgiving?
I didn't make the food, man. Don't ask me. I just ate it.
Okay.
It was okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's free.
This is going to be a really short recap.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, so this episode picks up right where the last one left off. We're going to fly through this because there really isn't a ton to deal with here.
And we got some stuff to get to.
Yeah, we do. But you know what? We're still going to give you the best
That we got in our arsenal
Yep.
of hating life.
So we start off with the Omni King, little Zeno, little dude, all that good stuff. Sit in the middle of the ring. Goku and Vegeta, not Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo and Vegeta are wondering who this small child is. They think he might be lost when Beerus tells them that is Grand Zeno, the supreme ruler of all 12
And then they go,
universes.
whoa! Yeah, the old Hank Hill. Right? There's the one.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Jeremy, we're not going to do a King of the Hill podcast. I'm sorry. I would love to, but we're not going to do it.
I'd love to do so many podcasts if I could even commit to doing this one the majority of the time. Not commit, but even get this one done on time.
Yeah, this podcast would go into the garbage can if we try to do another one.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stick to our guns and do this one.
So they're sitting there. They're still shocked about Zeno showing up. And Whis tells Beerus, do you think it's wise to remain up here? It appears we are looking down upon Zeno. And Beerus is like, well, of course not. Let's go down there. They fly down with Champa, Vados, and all the Supreme Kais. And all three of them. And they're all bowing with the exception of... Yeah, the...
Whoa.
Damn it, Mason.
My bad. Let's have it.
We totally didn't edit anything there.
No, but it was still funny.
Yeah. Yeah, with the exception of Whis and Vados, they seem to not be as afraid of them as
The Destroyer God.
Yeah, which seems odd.
A little strange. Yeah.
But they're all freaking out. Old Kai asks why Grand Zeno is gracing them with his visit. He's like, you had a tournament and you forgot to tell me. I came to warn you. Blah, blah, blah.
The voice, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You had a tournament and you didn't tell me.
I
can't even get that high.
I didn't hate the voice.
I didn't. It actually...
I didn't hate it at all. The voice seemed spot on, just too smart.
Yeah.
Too...
Well, did Zeno seem that smart when we watched that scene in the dub? I mean, in the sub?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Because that's the thing.
Does he devolve as a character going forward?
I think so.
More than likely.
I do think so.
It's hard to say. We'll get there when we get there. But as of right now, as of what I know, and this isn't
jarring.
I don't think this is spoiler at all. It's just, I think he seems a little too smart for what he is.
Yeah.
Comparatively. But then again, like you said, I haven't compared. We're not good at doing our homework here, as you can tell. We don't compare and contrast too often. We just take what snippets of our shit memory that we have from almost 2 years ago.
We just make hot takes.
Yeah, we're like Fox News or CNN.
Save that for the politics podcast, please.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but like you were saying, Zeno's being a little dumb boy. Well, smart boy. And yeah, he says that you guys aren't doing your jobs. You're having a tournament right now. And Whis and Vados are just roasting.
Yeah, man, they were giving him
Beerus
so
and
much
Champa.
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, can you blame them though?
Oh,
I mean,
no.
they're not good at their job.
Yeah, Whis
Vados
says
is
that-
a little more willing to give up Champa,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, Whis just said that Beerus is more interested in napping than destruction right now. And Vados just straight up
was like,
threw
yeah.
him under the bus
She
and
was
then
like,
ran him
"Man."
over.
She was like, look at this guy. He's a disgusting monster. He's fat and he doesn't do anything.
I do my best to keep him in good shape to do his duties, but he just throws my dishes on the floor and says that I'm a horrible cook, and she starts fake crying. Yeah, she's going out of
She's
her way to
hamming it
throw
up,
him under
baby.
the bus. And
Hey,
it's glorious.
Somebody's got to get thrown under the bus, and it ain't gonna be them.
Yeah. Zeno's response to that is, these destroyers are bad. We need new ones, which freaks both Champa and Beerus
And then,
out.
just kidding.
That's going to be the thing when we hear the laugh. Then
Yeah.
we'll know.
Yeah.
So anyway, actually, that's exactly what he said. Anyway,
Yeah.
as I was coming to warn you about the tournament, but then it looked so much fun. I want to have another tournament with contestants from all the universes.
Oh, hell yeah.
How does that sound?
Oh, hell yeah. Right?
That sounds awesome, little dude. Who said that?
It wasn't Goku.
No, actually,
It was Vegeta.
It was it was Vegeta.
It was Piccolo.
Piccolo's paper.
Oh, hell yeah. It was that Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't
Yeah.
know what that was. Horrifying.
Just so you guys know, as soon as
Macho Man Randy Savage is dead.
as soon as you start listening to this podcast, you waive any sort of liability upon us if we blow your eardrums out.
Yeah, sorry if I'm clipping hard,
Yeah.
but I don't know how to not yell when I've been drinking a little.
You're high in the red right now.
I'm very close to the microphone.
But yeah, Goku thinks that's a great idea. And Beerus and Champa are freaking out because Goku is treating the Omni King like a little dude. Literally just like a little dude.
Just
Yeah.
some small person that came to visit.
It's like, really? Can we do it? Can we do it? And his attendants jump in front of Goku, and Goku's like, oh, come on. I just wanted to talk to him. They're like, nope.
And they're like, They shake their heads at him.
But
They went underground, then out of the ground.
yeah.
That was weird.
But Zeno's like, no, it's okay. I'll talk to him. And he's like, hey, you guys had a good fight. And Goku's pumped about that. He
was like, hey, look, everybody, suck it. This guy likes me.
Like that, he looks over at Hit and he goes, you hear that? We had a great fight. And
Yes.
that's the end of the episode.
Well, not really.
No?
No.
Actually, now that I think about it, a lot happened in this episode.
Yeah.
You'd think it would just be like an entire episode of Zeno, but
It's not.
No.
There's a lot of stuff going forward for
yeah.
sure.
but Zeno's like, yeah, let's do this again sometime. It'll be a lot of fun. Goku shakes his hand, picks him up off the ground, and Goku's like, you're funny, and I like funny. So I'm not
Goku
gonna.
didn't say that.
No, Zeno said that about Goku.
There you go. You got it.
It's
now.
late.
It is late, but I want to make sure we have the facts because we're wrong too much.
Yeah. That's what our listeners are for.
That's very true.
And now on to corrections.
We messed up the majority of it.
Who's a good boy?
Your son.
He is. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
My eye's on the clock now because 11 o'clock right now is usually the time he wakes up and starts screaming. So keep an ear out.
And then if you hear it, you win a prize.
Yeah.
Good luck because we're going to edit it out.
Zeno says bye, and his attendants,
They say later Gators.
which you love.
And I wanted to blow my head off.
Later, Gators. I liked that.
I hated it. Why? Why would they say that?
Why not? What's wrong with it?
Those guys have they have nothing.
What?
What are they? What, they didn't say a single word.
Do we need to go to the tape?
What do you mean?
We're going to go to the tape.
They said no words besides later Gators.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant in the subtitle version they didn't say anything.
No, they just said it said no words except later Gators.
Yeah, that's how it was.
It's too. The whole Omni King shtick seems to be a little too.
I think it's great.
It's on the nose for sure. I don't know. It's too much for me to handle.
You know whose nose it isn't on?
Who's that? Krillin's? Because he doesn't have a nose.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. They all take off, and
Is this spoilery if I bring this up about Krillin's nose?
no, we all know he doesn't have a nose.
I know, but they've never mentioned that in Dragon Ball, have they?
In Dragon Ball, they did. Dragon Ball Z, they didn't.
Right. In all of Dragon Ball Z, they did not mention that, but keep an eye out for a mention in Dragon Ball Super, because they do. Very strange.
Yeah, like 100 episodes from now.
Good luck.
Good luck. We're not going to bring this up again, so
Because we're on episode 140 something in Japanese.
well, like 110s, 1 teens.
You'll find it.
Yeah. Okay, so they leave. Champa's like, "Oh, I was so nervous. I'm not even." Was it Champa or Beers who said it?
It was Beerus because
Yeah, he's like, made me so nervous. I'm not even.
pumped about winning pretty much.
And Champa tries to take the opportunity and be like, "Oh, well, we can just say that this tournament was a warm up for the one that Zeno wants to have with all the universes."
And then Beerus told him to suck him and that he won, so give him the Dragon Balls.
Gave him the Dragon Balls. He's like, "Anyway, you only have 6, so you have to find the 7th on your own." Him and Vados take off with all their warriors. So
They say, "Hey, losers, guess what? You're gonna live to see another day because you're gonna have to fight again."
Yep.
So
they take
Bye.
off, and now it's time for the second half of the episode. So, I mean, a 2-plot episode, which is big.
It's
in
pretty
Dragon Ball
rare,
series.
actually.
Yeah. It actually kind of felt weird when I watched
a lot
it.
happened. You weren't lying. A lot happened in this episode, man.
Beerus, Goku, and the others all leave to find the location of the 7th Dragon Ball, and they're looking on the Super Dragon radar, and they only see the 6th.
Yes.
And eventually, after doing a little bit of digging, Android 18 notices that all 7 are on the Dragon radar for some reason.
But before this, Bulma gave Beerus a bunch of shit about making evil wishes.
Oh yeah, she's like, "I'm not going to help you with this if you are going to make some horrible evil wish. So promise me that it's not going to be something horrible."
And then he was like, "You don't command me, woman." And then she was like, "Well, guess what? You're not going to ever find the other Dragon Ball." And he was like, "Fine."
Yeah.
Because Bulma rules.
Yep.
That's all I got. Am I right?
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
They're looking at the Dragon radar. They see the 7 there now, and it's really weird. They can't figure it out. When Monaka deduces that the planet that they've been fighting on is actually the 7th Super Dragon Ball. So we get this cool scene where they all get up in the hexahedron. They go up.
Whis waves sexahedron, am I right?
No.
Never mind.
Whis
This
waves
isn't hentai.
Whis waves his staff. We get a really cool little scene of the universe blowing up. The universe, oh my god. The planet blowing up.
The universe gone.
The planet blowing up, and voila,
End of series.
all 7 Dragon Balls are there.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It was a good reveal. I liked it.
That was the coolest thing because I think Super Shenron is stupid.
I also agree. I think that is probably, I don't know, it's just too grandiose for me.
I just think the design is dumb. Ooh, sorry, I'm yawning there. I think the design is stupid.
It's stupid, but like it's stupid and grandiose at the same. It's gold and bigger than galaxies.
And it has 2 tiny wings way too high up on its body.
It's freaky. I hate it. I 100% agree with that. I don't like the design.
But once they're all up with the 7 Dragon Balls, we summon Super Shenron, which is basically a more powerful version of Shenron. Obviously, it's a super version of Shenron.
Can I ask you what your favorite dragon is?
Purunga.
Me too.
Yeah.
Purunga's dope. He's got giant ass muscles, dude. He can grant 3 wishes. What a G. Sorry. I love that guy. Tell me that guy wouldn't beat the shit out of Shenron. Come on. Sure. he'd rip it in half.
Shenron is basically
A little bitch ass version.
Shenron's like what I think of a dog or a cat when they're trying to open a door. Like, you didn't even have thumbs.
I mean, King Piccolo killed that guy.
Yeah. They summon super. That's a freaking tongue twister, man.
Shenron.
They summon Super Shenron.
Why do they call him Super Shenron?
Because he's Super Dragon Balls
but Shenron is.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Now that I think about that,
Yeah,
I do not
Purunga was
know.
the original, technically.
You'd think it'd be more Super Purunga.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
Well, you guys let us know if you know, because we are stumped.
We get this cool scene where they go into the... Well, before that, when the Dragon Balls are shining,
They
we
went
get this really
inside of
funny
him.
scene of Goku and Vegeta freaking out. Like, don't you think we should go? And Whis is like, oh, relax. I'm pretty sure you'll be fine.
God, that's gold, actually.
And then he's like, pretty sure? And then he laughs at them.
You know what?
That was glorious.
Whis is the dopest dude alive.
Whis is the MVP of Super, by far.
So far. And probably for the end of the whole series.
Yeah. Like, even where we are now in the subsection.
God, I can't get enough of the guy,
Yeah.
man. All we can tell you for 100% certain is that this guy will remain dope for the entire series. Up to where we are currently. Unless he just suddenly dies. No. Bad thing to say in light of current events. But unless they kill Whis off in the show, dude's gonna be the dopest dude until the end of the show.
Pretty much. And so they summon the dragon. They go inside the dragon because the dragon is so huge that it spans literal galaxies. So they have to go inside of him to talk to his nucleus to actually make the wish.
It's the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
Yes. Beerus makes his wish. They say it in the divine language. And
You have to say peas and carrots.
yeah. Super.
He thinks that Bulma's
peas
pranking
and
him.
carrots. What?
He thinks that Bulma's pranking him.
Yeah, he really did.
I mean, can you blame the guy? It's pretty ridiculous. But that's Dragon Ball.
Beerus makes his wish. Everything goes back to normal. Bulma and Goku ask what he wished for, and
He said, fuck off.
pretty much.
Sorry.
He tells him, like, nope, what the Destroyer wishes isn't,
Don't look at me.
pretty, that's, Mason says that a lot, just so you guys know, and that's basically what, I almost said Super Shenron.
That's what
It's
Super
basically
Senron. Super Senron. Oh, God. That is a tongue twister, huh?
Super Enron.
Enron. I mean, not so much anymore, but yeah, it used to be.
But that's what Beerus says, and they push him even more. Goku's like, hey, we just fought an entire tournament for that wish, so come on. And Beerus is like, fine, if you must know, I wished for a comfier bed. Bulma gives him a bunch of crap for it. Beerus reminds her that he can literally kill her in the blink of an eye.
And then she told him to suck it.
Yeah. From there, we jump over to Vados and Champa, and Vados pulls up a live feed of Earth, which
Facebook Live.
Champa's like, okay, you're just rubbing it in that they have an Earth. And Vados is like, no, this is actually Universe 6's Earth, and it's a live feed. It appears your brother has wished for it to come back. And that made Champa happy.
Who's a good boy?
Yeah. I liked how he delivered the line too. He goes, "Oh, he just made this wish to hold it over me," but he's smiling and he's real happy.
He knows, man. And Beerus did a good thing.
Yeah,
for his bro. And you know what, Nick? I might have done that for you. We'd have to be in the situation to know for sure.
We've been in that situation.
What was it?
When I asked you to watch Stranger Things and you said no.
That's not true because I just bought you Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Well, I've given you gas money when you had no tank, so
that's fair. That was a long time ago, if we're being honest. But you also gave me an Xbox, so
I did.
Fair enough.
We're even.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my god, I'm totally lost now. From there, we go back to Beerus's planet, where Goku is trying to spar against Monaka, and Beerus is like, "Hey, dude, f off." Pretty
you
much.
Ain't lying.
Pretty much.
You
He's
ain't
like,
lying.
Don't you? Why do you want to fight him right now? He's exhausted. Give him some time. I promise you'll fight him later.
Yes.
So to be continued there. Goku takes off, and Beerus tells Monaka, "Hey, thanks for doing that. You can go back to work now." It turns out Monaka is just a plain mailman.
But like, he's got big nipples.
Large, shapely nipples. He's had them ever since he was born. But Beerus is like, "Hey, I've given you something for your troubles. It's in the back of your car." And he opens the back of his space UPS truck, and it is full of treasure. Which I loved this scene. I actually watched it twice. I enjoyed it so much.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, "Oh, holy crap, Beerus, you're awesome."
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Monaka
I really like Monaka.
I do not like Jocko.
Yeah. Speaking of Jocko's like, oh, I'm going to save up my vacation days for this next tournament.
Nobody cares, Jocko. Nobody wants you there.
Goku and Vegeta and the others return home as champions of the universe of Destroyer fighting.
They won the Space Olympics.
They basically won the Space Olympics. Holy crap, that was a good call on using that music last week. I didn't even think of that.
Right?
Huh.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Goku and basically Goku won the Space Olympics. So episode
Go
over.
team.
Yeah, that's it.
USA, you know what I mean?
What'd you think of this one?
You know what? I liked it. I did like it.
Did you?
I did. I mean, more than most episodes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, that scene with Monaka in particular, I really, really liked.
Based on the scale that we've given so far, I'd give it like an 8.5.
I'll give it an 8, yeah.
I mean, 8.5 just for plot development.
Give me that high-low.
You know my highs gotta be... Who's to say? My high... Yeah, all right, so...
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, but before I say it, like, good episode... My whole high, I guess, would be the plot development of it and the actual content. Not any, like, specific thing. Because there's things that I hated, like the design of Super Shenron and why he's named Super Shenron.
Right.
But, like, I didn't hate the concept of why that's happening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's hard to say because I hated it and liked it at the same time. I hated certain aspects, but I liked the whole concept of the episode and moving the plot forward. I already said I don't like how smart the Omni King sounds. That would be a low for me currently, but then we might see him devolve as possibly we've seen in the other series. Sorry, my voice keeps cracking because I'm insane. But I guess a full high, I don't know. It was just plot development when it should have just been a cop out. They win, they leave. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I guess that's my high.
All right, your low Super Shenron, I'm guessing?
Super Shenron was... The design sucks, and I hate the concept of him being called Shenron.
Right.
And the Omni King, we'll have to wait and see on that.
Yeah, I mean...
And later Gator. God damn it. What a nightmare that is.
Later Gators.
Yeah, that was too much for me to handle. That about made me want to kill myself.
My high.
But I liked the episode overall. I did.
Good. My high was honestly that scene with Monaka.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of tugged at the heartstrings a little bit. That dude, he worked his butt off there. He jumped into the ring with some dude that could literally murder him.
And he face planted.
Mm-hmm. And
no shame.
Seriously, like if you think about it, like would I have done that? No. I would have just crapped myself on top of there and killed myself.
If I could make a key blast, I would have blown my head off.
I was just going to say, I would have fired a key blast into my own face.
Yeah, instead I would have done that because it seems much less painful.
Yeah, I'm honestly really glad that Monaka got rewarded for that. That made me really happy. My low is the design of Super Shenron,
it's bad,
honestly.
Man. It's real bad.
I've never...
And like for a show being called Dragon Ball Super and this to be like the shtick of the show, to make something more grandiose than the two we've already gotten.
I would have rather it have been like, oh, surprise, if you say this or press this button, Purunga turns into Super Shenron.
Right.
Like just the giant version of Purunga.
It's just... What's the difference?
You know what I want to know? Who made... You know what they should have done, actually? Unless they're saving this for a future arc. So from what I remember, it was the Dragon God Salama who made the Super Dragon Balls, right?
Right.
We haven't heard anything about this guy. Spoiler alert. We haven't heard anything about this guy.
And we're already 118 episodes in.
Yeah. Why not just call the dragon Salama?
No shit.
Why not
right?
make, instead of like being a dragon god who made the Dragon Balls, why not have Salama be the Super Dragon and you summon him by gathering the Super Dragon Balls? Why not just do it that way?
Who's to say, man? I don't make the rules.
You just enforce them.
I don't enforce them because I hate them.
Yeah, that's my low. So overall, good episode, a good end of an arc actually.
And it just gets better from here. Honestly, like I won't say the filler arc's great.
It's pretty bad actually, in my opinion.
Yeah, let's
But I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna say that
you guys remember the Garlic Jr. saga? Get ready.
Yeah. But you want to find out real quick before we jump into the spoiler section here? Do you want to find out what's going on next week in Super?
I would love to.
All right. Hey, Toonami guy, can you come over here for a second? All right. Thanks.
On the next all-new episode of Dragon Ball Super.
Monaka? What's he doing here?
What are you doing working as a delivery man? Oh, right.
Listen up, peons. The truth about Monaka being a weakling must be something Goku never ever knows.
Hey, what's up, Lord Beerus?
Dragon Ball Super. Next Saturday at 10:30.
Now we can fight each other to see who's stronger.
This is bad. Only Toonami on Adult Swim.
Hey, Lord Beers. I actually like that promo.
If that doesn't get you pumped for next week, I don't know what will.
Trust me, boys, this is the best you're going to get for a while.
Shut up. No, it's not.
You don't know.
You don't know me.
You don't know me?
You don't know me.
What it is.
Welcome to the University of What It Is.
Back to the subject on hand. Dope promo. Thanks, Toonami guy. You did what you had to do.
Yeah. So, you ready to jump into the spoiler section here?
I think so.
Eat a good old sub sandwich.
Man, you know how hungry I am right now.
Get it?
I get it, but I'm real hungry. You know what I'm hungry for?
Tacos.
You know it.
Oh, all right. Let's find out who is sponsoring this week's spoiler section. Oh, actually, I can't do the read. I have to go check on the baby real quick. Can you do this for me?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, I did the last one, but I'll do it.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Well, hey, you in the corner. I don't want to do this again, so you do this.
And now a word from our sponsors. Traditionally, when cooking a steak, there have been a few basic rules to follow. For instance, using a form of meat that is recognized by both the current culture and the human body as food. Following basic food safety procedures so as to prevent illness. Not intentionally bleeding on the finishing steak. But that's just traditionally. Here at Outback Steakhouse, we say, no rules, just right. Absolutely no rules. Food safety? Federal law? Ugh. The laws of physics? What are you, a narc? It's weird here. The steak floats. Sometimes the steak is and also isn't simultaneously. Sometimes the steak is a chair, and we point at the chair and we say, that chair is a steak, and we make you eat it. That is the one rule. If we say something is a steak, you have to eat it, no questions asked. I know we said there are no rules, but that itself is a rule and so is void. You want your philosophy non-contradictory? Go to Sizzler. In the bathroom, where most places have a sign saying employees must wash hands, we just carved Land of the Free directly into the wall. There isn't even a sink in there. Heck, our bathrooms are just sealed vaults full of poisonous gases. No rules. We might kill you. We've killed a lot of people. Outback Steakhouse. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law.
All right, and we're back for the spoiler section.
That was something, huh?
That was. For those of you guys who don't know what that was Welcome to Night Vale, one of the best podcasts on the planet.
Cecil Baldwin is the best.
Yeah. Just so we don't get the pantsuit off of us here.
Yeah, we'll cover our tracks.
Yeah.
We
that is
100% stole that.
yeah, for sure. That is a fantastic show. If anybody has not listened to it, I highly, highly recommend it. That is actually one of the podcasts I suggested to Mason, and he actually listened to me
I
on.
love the podcast. It's actually, you have to accept the mayhem. You have to accept that nothing will make sense and everything in your life no longer makes sense.
Yeah. So
It's so good though. If I could recommend one podcast, that's the one I would.
I would recommend it over ours any day of the week.
Well, obviously. I mean, the quality, as you've just heard, is way better.
Yep.
You know, land of the free.
Land of the free, home of the free.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to get into feedback before we jump into the recaps here?
I think I do.
So I had some thoughts before we jump into it.
Sure.
Do we want to do full recap of both episodes, or do we want to just kind of discuss?
Discuss?
Yeah.
I would like a Fiesta cast, as it is now Fiesta cast. Correct?
It is. It's Fiesta Cast.
Guess what, baby? We made it.
Yeah, and we ate our Taco Bell tacos.
We did.
Mhm.
We're not going to eat them to you guys
That's disgusting.
because what a repulsive thing.
Yep.
But just plain crunchy tacos from Taco Bell.
Ugh.
I mean, we didn't want to enjoy ourselves by any means. But I mean,
It's Fiesta Cast time, guys. Seriously,
this is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Seriously,
For-
we got like 3 or 4 ones that either said it's Fiesta
It's
time,
boys.
Fiesta Cast.
And you know what? We know. We are there, man.
Land of the free.
Home of the Fiesta cast.
Mhm. All right. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's just discuss. You know what I mean? Just
Sure.
hit on the things that we really liked, hit on the things we didn't like. There's just a lot of da in these episodes. So
100% agree.
Yeah.
But
okay, this one is from Adam in New Zealand.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Mike.
ADAM. F that intro BS. It's pissing me off. So
I
now
know.
So now I have to avoid spoilers from not only the entire internet, but the show itself. I hope to hell they remove that from the DVDs
God
/
damn
Blu-ray.
it. You're the first person to agree with me, man. I am so upset about it. It is the literally worst thing I've ever seen in Dragon Ball. What is that about? I don't care what's coming up in the episode because I'm watching it currently. Let me watch it.
You done?
No, I'm sad.
Also, I know Goku is the main character, but do we have to focus on him for 3 episodes in a row? This fool should be tired for at least 5 minutes, aka 5 episodes. Do you guys think people would stop watching if Goku didn't fight for a few episodes? No. I actually,
Not at all.
at this point, I really wanted to watch Vegeta versus Toppo. Why? What the hell happened with that?
Who's to say? Nobody gave an explanation. But I do know that it's Android 17 and 18 fought.
Yeah. Rant over. I'm still enjoying it, but it seems like they took away sensu beans and just turned everyone into an android. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Oh, okay.
Basically, the
Yeah.
fact that Goku can just recover at will.
Right. Hope we get a Vegeta or Gohan episode soon. I think we're getting one next week.
Yeah, I think so as
Yeah.
well.
Cheers, Adam from New Zealand. Thanks, buddy. I promise I will not call you Mike anymore.
We'll see.
God,
I don't believe
I
him.
can't believe I did that.
You keep calling me
Oh,
Mike.
and he also said, what was it you guys were saying last week about the best Kamehameha ever? Try episode 116, checkmate.
Shit, you ain't
Seriously.
kidding, man.
Oh, that was so good.
I came, dog. You don't even know. My whole family was around. My mom was in town. It was very, very upsetting.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that, Adam. Daniel this email, actually. We got an email from him this time.
From Daniel?
Yeah.
That's really
He
weird.
said it's better to do spoilers through email.
Agreed.
Which, yeah, good call there. Anywho, here we go again. Dragon Ball Super spoilers. Another weird intro thing that I ultimately use just to type up these emails / posts / jokes. Trust me, I'm on fire tonight.
All right, I'm in.
The intro song never gets old. Why can't I stop listening to it? Are you talking about
Ours
our
or
intro
theirs?
or their intro? Either way, I agree.
Yeah, the Mooney Suzuki, dog.
Yeah. And Limit Break X Survivor.
There it is.
Good stuff. The 4-way battle continues. 5 more seconds pass. I can't get over Champa riding Magetta either. Yeah, that was weird.
Made me uncomfortable.
It made me sad because I know we're going to get text-to-speech when we get that later. In
Oh,
English.
baby. Keep riding. Oh, baby. Like that?
Yes. Vegeta does what Vegeta does best. Gets his face punched in, and his impatience could get in the way of his development. Kato Pesla got done dirty, though. My boy will survive. Space Cop.
Come on. You know he's not.
You get the hell beat out of him.
What a guy, though. I like the character, man. He's pretty funny.
18 hurt her ankle off screen. Neat. She did not. We saw that actually happen. I think it was when...
I don't remember this.
I want to say it was either when Goku and Jiren were destroying the arena or something like that. I thought she got hit by a rock or something.
Oh, Android gets hurt by a rock. Dope. Either way, it's not good.
No. 18 hurt her ankle off screen. Neat. She also complains about her husband not making enough. # super android bitch face.
For real. What the fuck, man? She was totally shit on Krillin.
Beerus showing shades of Champa. 5-on-1, no fair. For real. Meanwhile, we have another dumb act by Universe 2, ruined by the androids. Seriously, thank God. Last I checked, sending love to people didn't involve beatings, only in special relationships. Oh God.
AKA, we're gonna do a toss back. You know, Rihanna and Chris Brown are back together.
Oh, jeez. Are they really?
I don't know. I know they were for a minute, but I don't keep up on my celebrity gossip, especially idiots.
No. The other Universe 2 characters are so useless looking. It's sad Goku has to struggle against these guys next episode. Seriously.
No, for real. I don't care.
Thankfully, Rosie's obnoxious Mortal Kombat noises and Ribrian's obnoxious banter make up for my overall outlook towards Universe 2. Spoilers, still bad. Thankfully, it's almost over. Fiesta Cast is abound.
Baby,
but it may be bittersweet. I like Brienne better than Ribrianne, but I guess idol glow sticks are an important pop culture reference to run into the dirt.
You know what's really dumb and like upsetting? I'm not trying to be like a total like Democrat right now, but God, like still the same person, just doesn't look hideous. Brienne and Brienne. Same concept, same human being. One's less ugly.
True. Brienne.
Brienne. Oh God. But for real, like it's just one doesn't look like a total gross person.
Krillin's love for 18 is admirable and a lesson to all of us that love transcends height and biological makeup.
And not having a nose.
I just hope they give her a proper send-off from the tournament. I would say running up a Z-Cup Ribrianne would lead to a aggravating and nasty sprain, so we know she's probably done soon. I wonder what antics she and her husband will get into as the dual exposition force. Piccolo might be there too soon, so maybe an exposition triangle.
Oh, hooray. That's good.
God, this episode is good. Can't wait to watch Goku get his shit punched in again, too.
I know, man.
My pros were Android 17 knocking out Rosie.
Dude, 17's the man. I can't get enough of that guy.
Yeah. Piccolo stating the obvious, as always. He's defenseless. Yeah, let's see what happens. No, yeah, that's what happens. Oh, yeah, and Ribrianne's gone. Cons, I had to tune out so much of the talking. Ribrianne just needed to get in 500 more loves before getting knocked out, and even that didn't stop her.
You know what's upsetting? That's not going to stop. She's still on the sidelines.
Yeah.
It's still going to be... It's only half a Fiesta Cast until the arc's over.
It'll be a true Fiesta Cast when the entire universe gets erased.
Yeah, because my God, I can't deal with that shit, man. It's too much. It's too much for me to handle. Goku needs to wipe him out.
Okay, moving on. This one's from Mike in New Zealand. Actually, Mike.
Mike or Adam?
Yeah, Mike. Fiesta Cast this week. This week's episode is pretty meh. The first half was slow and wasn't all that interesting. Like, can they stop teasing us with those Universe 6 Namekians already? Yeah, seriously.
I want to see it.
I think we're going to get it next week.
I know, but I wanted to see it a long time ago.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's all right, man. We're having a Fiesta Cast
Fiesta.
instead.
There's no room to be sad in a Fiesta Cast, right?
I agree, because you know what? I'm drinking. And Goku is on top of the computer once again. Cheers to you.
17 and 18 doing that combo on Godzilla as Ribrianne was slick. And they handled the elimination of Ribrianne and Rosie very well. This episode didn't do much for me except remind me of how OP Universe 7 is. Considering what's left of their universe, they could easily beat everyone else except Jiren.
We haven't seen the Invisible Boys.
Yeah. Nothing else to say about this one, really. Not as hype as last week. Next week looks good. My theory of Universe 2 and Universe 6 both going next week stands. They're both screwed. Enjoy the Fiesta Cast, boys. Thanks, man. Fiesta Cast 2017. I'm glad it was 2017 and not 2018. We were worried about that for a little bit.
You're telling me, man, that's too long.
Yeah.
If I had to deal, we're dealing with it for another week, maybe. But still, if I had to deal with it until 2018, I probably would have quit.
No, you wouldn't have.
Not this, life.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. Jeremy messaged us just to say Fiesta time, boys.
Oh,
for real.
baby, Jeremy. You already know.
Reggie, how can actually now read everything here. Okay. This is last week's and this week's. So, hey guys, another great episode. But the sub episode, God, I loved it. It has me so hyped up. I've watched it 3 times so far.
Damn, dude, you're going nuts.
Oh, and he says, and it's sponsored by Burger King. Sorry about that. Go tell them that Kefla's out and they'll tell you to have it your way. Just like Universe 6 did Universe 6 did with the Patara. Ultra Instinct is so very epic. Now we know more about it, and it has limitations too. In my book, it has gotten so much better. Seriously, yeah. We actually got not lore, but we got a deeper dive into it, so that's really good. Goku just toyed with Kefla all episode in Super Saiyan 2.
I know, man.
Kaioken Blue got beat by Super Saiyan Kefla. What a power gap for Goku. Seriously. It's not so much a power gap, it's just that Goku is able to effortlessly dodge everything now.
It's still, man, but it is kind of a power gap as well. He can take those hits. Well, he's not taking any hits,
True.
But he can take it, man. He's kind of a tank right now. He's like a defensive wall.
Yeah. I really didn't need all the cheering and reaction shots, though.
Yeah.
Whis' exposition was cool, but everyone else is just irritating.
Yeah, man. Well, that seems to be the theme for the entire arc, so.
But Ultra Instinct Goku more than made up for it. The dodging and the scene where he slides down the side of the rubble and does a Neo to dodge the blast and then punches Kefla in the next week and the air punch. Oh my god, it was so good.
Pretty damn incredible.
Now to the crown jewel of this episode, the Kamehameha scene.
God damn it.
It gave me goosebumps. I don't know what I can say about it to do it justice, but it was absolutely the most epic Kamehameha of all time, hands down. I give this episode a 9.8 out of 10, very nearly perfect for me. Holy crap. I've never heard you so high on an episode, Reggie.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
Dude, I'm so pumped for you. Because you're we're cynical, but you're way more cynical than us in the rating system.
Yeah.
But my God, what a Kamehameha.
My highs were Ultra Instinct, and Ultra Instinct, the air punch, and Goku grinding his Kamehameha on Kefla's energy blast to dodge it. My lows could have gone without the peanut gallery. The animation was a bit wonky in a couple places, but it was all together a good episode.
Regardless, that's never going away.
And what is Frieza's agenda? I'm so curious as to what's going on in his head. You and me both, man.
Shit.
He even said, I need you to keep working for me. They're doing a really good job with him now. I mean, not now, but you know what I mean.
The whole time.
Man, it's been a while since an episode got me this excited, and next week might be the Fiesta Cast. Spoiler alert.
Oh, baby, it was. We're here.
Now I'm going to go get me a Whopper or something. I haven't decided yet.
God damn it, I'm hungry, by the way. Those
All
tacos
right.
didn't do it.
And this one is from this week. Guys, Fiesta Cast. I thought it couldn't get any better than last week, but they hit us with a 1-2 punch. I am absolutely pumped up. But first order of business, I watched the dub from last week, 6 out of 10. Yeah. Now she's gone. Ribrianne is gone. Fiesta Cast. All caps.
We're here.
Man, this episode is a 9.8 from me. Wow.
2 9.8s in a row?
A couple of animation issues,
Damn.
but they're easily overlooked. This is as close to a perfect episode as can be to me. Vegeta trying to attain Ultra Instinct was funny. I laughed when he took the first punch to the face. With so many theories out there of him getting Ultra Instinct and all, I hope this quiets him down a bit. I honestly doubt he'll get it this arc. I really hope he doesn't get it this arc, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I did bring up to Mason off mic that it would kind of make sense if like Goku nailed down the defensive side of Ultra Instinct and Goku was able to nail the offensive side of it, and they
Not
work
Goku,
together to
Vegeta.
take down Jiren, but I don't think that will happen.
Vegeta, not Goku, for the offensive.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, back to
more important
Yeah.
things.
And we finally get some android action. Number 17 is as brutal as ever, but we got to see his caring side as well. I fell in love with 18 this episode. Her and Krillin are now my favorite anime couple, and she shot Shin, so that is bonus points. Seriously.
Damn, dude, that was some intense stuff.
And how poetic that love caused Rebrand's downfall.
For
Seriously.
real, what a dumb bitch. I'm sorry, but like, you're really gonna preach all this love shit and you don't actually know what love is? Like, get out of here.
I really can't say enough about this episode. Hope your Thanksgiving was of the enjoyable sort, and I look forward to the Fiesta cast.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, buddy. I hope your Thanksgiving was great as well, and everybody else who talked to us and listens to us. Hope you guys' Thanksgivings were amazing.
Let me tell you one thing right now.
Yes.
I hate Brienne. And you know what? Reggie is so right. I was thinking this the entire episode. How does this person not know what actual love is?
She's I don't know. She's real shallow.
Well, clearly, but like, then she's not fighting for anything.
Pretty much, yeah.
What a bitch.
This one is from Irving on Facebook. Episode 116 was so sick. Best Kamehame ever, period, to date. Can't wait for the next podcast.
Very true.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's just go. We'll start with episode 116. Give me like just a big list. Like, what did you love about this episode?
Uno, Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Dos, Kefla being destroyed. Not destroyed to just them, to Kefla being knocked off. Destroyed the actual Portara. I thought that was pretty symbolistic.
I thought that the fusion just wore off.
I don't, because do you see a ring just, or do you see it just break?
Oh, true. Yeah, we never saw that with. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right
Just
on that.
literally destroyed them to the point where they had to separate because he destroyed the Potara in general. Pretty incredible.
I wonder if you'd be able to just like in a fight, just
If you could just snatch it off their ear.
yeah.
That's interesting, but like, I don't know. That's who's to say? I don't know the lore. 3.
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I like the fact that they're saying he's getting the hang of Ultra Instinct, but he doesn't know what to do when he's thinking. Like I like that they're saying
I
when he's
loved that they
going
added
to
that
when he's
wrinkle.
going to attack, he's thinking, and that's his downfall. The actual dodging, it's pretty incredible, but you have to give him some sort of downfall, and that's clearly it. Obviously,
Yeah, they
They're
had to
saying
nerf
that.
it.
That's you need it. Otherwise, it's like, okay, Goku just wins again.
I'm just glad that they introduced that wrinkle. It makes it a lot more interesting to me.
Yeah, it's something Goku actually has to overcome,
Yep.
not just I have it now.
Right, I've unlocked Super Saiyan. I win.
So I don't know. It's a little different than the way they usually go, especially with Goku.
All right, what did you not like in 116? Anything?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
There's not a ton I didn't like. Like you said, there was a couple wonky animations, but like that's only in comparison to the prior episode, because the prior episode was unbelievable.
The prior or the one before that? I think we're talking about 114.
Yeah, sorry, the one where
They had
there
the
was
guest animator.
animation,
Yeah.
and it was incredible. So I think it's in comparison at least. Like otherwise, the animation isn't that bad.
I loved this episode. I would probably give it a 10.
I'd give it a 10.
But I actually really, really liked Super Saiyan. I liked Kefla losing her mind.
I don't know, man. I can't deal with that. I don't know. Her personality drives me nuts.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just can't deal with it.
Okay.
I'm glad she's out.
And also, what else did I like? I mean, I liked everything, so I'm trying to pick out like little things that I would like to talk about. But why don't you think Jiren did anything?
That's a great question, man. I guess
Let me rephrase that. Why do you think Jiren didn't do anything?
the same exact question.
Well, I mean, I said it in a really dumb way. Didn't fix it up that second time either, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I still don't think he sees him as a threat, I guess.
Because, I mean, obviously he woke up and he went to go watch the fight.
Yeah, he's interested, but I don't think he sees him as a threat.
Yeah.
I mean, can you blame the guy? You saw him.
Oh, while we have Jiren on the brain, chapter 30 of the manga has been translated and put up.
I haven't had anything to do with since Jiren's been introduced to the manga. So
Now, for those of you who aren't reading the manga, you should. Because this this chapter in particular actually gives you a little bit of, not backstory, but a little bit of a look into Jiren's
it's
frame
not,
of mind.
Technically, it's not canon for the anime.
In this chapter, I would say it is.
How?
I can't say it. You'll have to read it and come back to me.
But how can you say that it is?
Because some of the actions that he's making in the anime are explained in a roundabout way on some of the things that he said in the manga.
You know what I can complain about that not being in the anime.
Well, I mean, we might get it. I don't know, but
yeah, but
I know
it's really irritating, actually.
Yeah, I know. But for those of you who want to, please go look at it. We'll put a link in the show notes, and maybe we'll talk about it in a spoiler section in a week or two. So, or maybe we'll put up a little mini episode.
That'd be dope.
So, anyway, yeah, I liked the fact that Jiren actually showed enough interest to actually get up and watch the fight, because by all accounts, Goku is stronger, faster, and reacting better than he did against Jiren. So
right. He's getting better, but he still doesn't seem to think it's a threat by any means.
Well, that's the thing, is we just saw him get up, and as far as we know now, he's still up.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely in play. He's not obviously, as far as we knew for the past couple episodes, he's basically out of commission. He's not doing anything.
Right.
But now, yeah, he's back at it, man. He'd go off and just knock out some people, but we know that's not going to happen.
Or will it?
Come on, you know.
No, it won't happen.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, Goku, was he grinding it or surfing it? My first thought was surfing, but grinding it probably sounds better.
Mm-hmm.
Makes more sense, at least.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that Kamehameha was so good.
It's a grind, baby.
I had to watch that on the new TV. I know it didn't make a difference, but
hey, it's bigger.
Yeah. I mean, to date, I had only seen it on my phone, so
fair enough. Yeah, man, it was incredible. If it doesn't take the top spot Kamehameha for anybody, then you're out of your mind.
Yeah. You know what bothers me?
What's up?
A lot of people's favorite Kamehameha was the father-son one, and that really bothers me.
That's not all right. So
I wouldn't even
Team Go On, but that's dumb.
I wouldn't even put that in
I
a top
even,
7.
I was gonna say I wouldn't even put that the same, even close to the instant transmission Kamehameha against Cell.
Both of them.
Against Cell?
Both the instant transmission Kamehameha.
That's what I'm saying, though. But the one against Cell, how could you even put those in the same category?
Yeah.
Let alone have that be your favorite.
Because I saw that a lot on r/DBZ this week.
How dumb, though.
There's a lot of
I love Gohan, but that's so stupid.
You just you alienated 5 viewers.
Whatever,
who are very
man.
passionate about it. It is, yeah. I personally hate that one. So
I hated it too. It was a cop out. I think Gohan should have been on his own account. All right, so here's the thing. That in my opinion, Dragon Ball isn't emotional. Sad emotional, loss emotional. Yeah, Goku's gone. It was supposed to be this big thing where Goku, he's gone. Sure. And we're going to do this last Kamehameha together, and it's an emotional thing. But they took the punch out of anything being that way with death, because you can bring somebody back at any point in time. So who gives a shit? Right?
yeah.
I don't know, man. It was a cop out. It was like, okay, like let's give him the power because Goku says he believes in him. Sick.
He had the power all along, Mason.
Yeah, if he would have just done it in the first place, he clearly had the power.
Yeah.
But that would have been more sick because I don't care about Goku helping him. I don't.
Yeah, okay. Should we save this for the Dragon Ball Kamehameha Power Rankings podcast?
Yeah, more than likely.
Okay.
Sorry, that's my rant for the day.
Yeah, that was by far my favorite of all time.
Agreed.
It just, and even like when he was blasting her away, you get the shot of Goku's face with the pupil, which you typically don't see. Not the pupil, the iris, right? Yeah. And it just looked epic. The animation was on point for that one and the art. So,
and you know what? Sorry, we're going back for a minute. You can't have a Kamehameha be your favorite if it's not Goku.
True.
It's just, you can't. He's the master of the Roshi obviously is the guy who taught it to him. But iconic because of Goku. Stop. There's a Goku and a Roshi peeking above the computer screen at me. I can't speak. But you have to agree with me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If it's not Goku, it can't be your favorite.
I mean, my favorite Kamehameha was Yamcha's in Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Well, I hope you die.
Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect episode. It really was, in my opinion. Like, even all the dodging, I felt like we got a better idea of even
How
what
it
the
works.
dodging felt like. Because, I mean, Jiren's is cool and all, but
We didn't
watching
have-
Kefla actually like throw an all-out assault on him, and he effortlessly dodges everything.
Well, I think the reason that was even happening, that we know what's going on, is we got some exposition on it.
Yeah.
It's like Goku, he's defensively immune almost. He's not taking any hits, but when he switches to his offense, he's vulnerable. So I mean,
Yeah, and what do you think about that little moment where he was dodging and then his eyes went fully silver again? What do you think that was? Like he was slipping out of it and then he went back in?
more than likely, in my opinion, I mean that's how it was with Jiren. And he's exhausted. I mean, obviously the exhaustion is what's triggering it.
Oh, you know what I did like?
What's up?
We can nail down that that coffin of the take that people were saying of Goku being just completely unconscious when he goes in Ultra Instinct. It's obviously
He's
still
clearly
Goku.
not, because he's still himself.
Yeah.
He's
Much more. He's like Super Saiyan 3 stoic without the gravelly voice.
Here's the thing. Whis has been right the whole time. He said he's just breaking out of his shell. He's beyond his limits. He's still himself. He's just beyond anything that could happen naturally. He is to the point of breaking, and he breaks through.
He's accessing a new well of power.
Exactly. So, I mean, he's still himself. If for all of you guys that are conspiracy theorists and saying that he's possessed or whatever the hell's going on, like
I hate that.
It's clearly not true.
He's possessed by the universes that have been destroyed before him.
It's just like, shut the fuck up. Like, obviously not gonna happen. It's
Now that you've been so passionate about it, it's going to happen.
it's not.
I will be furious if it does.
God, I'll stop watching. And then I'll just we'll both stop watching, and then we'll just kind of make up episodes as we go.
In this episode, Goku goes to the farm and shoots a bunch of radishes with Kamehameha waves.
Go Goku.
Yeah, that was, sorry. Do you have anything you want to really want to talk about with this one?
I mean,
It was just, it was a lot of fighting.
it was a lot
I
of
love
fighting.
the-
I think we touched on what we had to. I think they gave so much exposition. They gave a lot of exposition that was needed. Like a lot of the time they don't. They just give random exposition that we don't need. But this time they gave us useful stuff.
What did you think about the pinwheel blast from Kefla?
The last one she did?
Yeah.
I think it was unsuccessful. Let me tell you that. I mean, I like
Kefla.
I like the fact that they can't fly. They can't dodge in midair.
Yeah.
I do like that. It adds a different dynamic, and she really did have him. Otherwise, if it was just
Seriously.
regular Goku, she had him.
The end.
Yeah, and then Goku, being the dope ass mofo he is, surfed it, grinded it. God, what an amazing scene!
All right.
Honestly, incredible.
So your high is probably the Kamehameha. So is
duh.
mine.
Duh. I mean, you can't. My other high is shattering the Patara and her being out. Man, I was so sick of it.
My low was Vegeta flipping out over it again and saying that he'll master it before Kakarot does.
It's not happening.
Dude, just focus on what you're supposed to focus on.
You're a role player at this point.
Yeah. He's second fiddle. He's the appetizer, like Black said.
Ooh, what an insult!
I'm gonna go rewatch that now.
It's so good.
It is. All right, let's move on to first. Yeah, you gave this one a 10, right?
Oh, for sure. It was unbelievable.
Same. Bummer that Goku's worn out again, though. Let's jump to episode 117 here.
We're here.
What'd you like on this one?
Ariba Fiesta Cast.
Yeah. Oh my.
That's what I like.
Viva Fiesta.
Viva Pinata.
Animal Crossing.
Same thing. What I liked is Ribrianne getting the hell out of this tournament, man.
I'll tell you what. I watched the first half of this episode. You were there when I watched it.
I sure was.
And I said, I hate this episode. And then like 30 seconds later, I
loved
loved
this episode.
Yeah. The first half was trash, utter trash. Even to the point where I remember thinking to myself when we hit the first the commercial break, which, by the way, we didn't bring this up last week because we didn't have an episode. We have new eye catch cards.
Yeah.
And they're Ultra Instinct Goku. It's awesome.
Dope, honestly.
It's animated, which is great. But we got to that first eye catch, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, we're halfway through this episode already. Like, nothing has happened. This is trash. But when we got back to it, I mean, it was still pretty rough up until we got Super Ribrianne and
17, man.
Well, I was going to say 18.
I love 17, man.
I mean, he was great and all, but like the episode really didn't pick up for me until 18 broke out of the.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. All right. We've already talked about this prior, obviously, in this very episode. But how can this woman not know about actual love?
Seriously.
Like the love between a significant other.
I mean, easily. She's stupid.
Well, she's obviously an idiot,
Yeah.
and she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about, and she doesn't know what actual love is. So, like, clearly she's, in the first place, gonna lose.
Her love is just beauty, obviously. We know that because
Yeah, her love is just shallow shit.
Yeah, we saw her reaction to Krillin.
But look at her. When she's rebrand, she's hideous. I hope she gets killed with fire. She's horrifying.
You're very passionate about this.
I hate her, man. It's Fiesta Cast. I'm roasting her. I hate it. I'm so glad she's gone. You have no idea. It's the best day of my life.
I was hoping Vegeta would be the one to take her out, though.
Whatever, man. I liked 18 doing it.
Yeah. No, like I said, 18, when she broke out of that, I can't remember what the attack was called. It was Amor something.
It was something stupid.
Yeah, but when she broke out of that and started running up Ribrianne and punching through her fists and all that good stuff, I mean, the episode really, really picked up.
Punch through her head. When I first saw that, I was like, did she just murder her?
She Lincolned her.
What?
She Lincolned her.
I don't know what that means.
You know, she
I don't know.
Lincolned.
All right, well, we're moving on. But I thought she murdered her, and I thought she was going to be out. I thought she legitimately got pissed to the point of murdering her. And I was like, whoa. And then she started disappearing and whatever else. So
Yeah. 17 was cool in this episode, though. Like you said, he even
dude, the
taped
rap,
up her leg.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they've given him a lot of character development with the little time that he has.
Seriously, even little things like him smiling when they were talking about bringing the family around the world and stuff like that.
Yep.
It just makes you like him so much more. Like, I remember when we first found out he was coming back, it's just like, oh man, how's this gonna go? And they even kind of played with it a little bit when 17 came back to meet the whole group, and him and Piccolo had that little tense standoff.
Hell yeah, I love that, by the way.
Yeah. But I mean, they're doing such a good job, especially with like you said, the little amount of screen time he's gotten
He's probably
the
the most
tournament?
he might be the most likable character in the show.
I mean, other than Goku, obviously.
Shut up. You know what I mean? Like, he might be the most likable character right now.
I mean, yes, yeah. As far as anybody in the tournament, yes.
It's I mean, Gohan, he's like, yeah, I have a family, but like,
Whis.
I'm saying in the tournament, in the actual tournament, people with something to fight for. Like, he's the only one that legitimately is like, I have something to fight for.
Well, 18 does too.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, the androids. Even Gohan, like, yeah, he sees like the picture of a family. But like, do you really get the sense that he's like, nah. He's like, I have something to fight. But he's just like, I'm here. Let's fight. Also, they haven't given him a lot of screen time, but with the little that 17's got, it's been really impressive.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. So, moving on.
Just disregard what I said.
Well, no, I mean, we've been on that point for probably like the last 2 or 3 minutes. So
Yeah, sorry.
we're good. We're good. If anybody, wants to really,
Just have Nick stop bullying me,
well, I was gonna say, if anybody wants to enjoy the Android 17 podcast, we can start a new one.
Shit, I love that. If we had enough content, I'd do that all day, man.
Yeah. But I mean, did you like this episode front to back, or were you kind of in the same boat that I was?
I'm in the same boat where like the second episode is very clearly the best, like not even the best, like the only good part of the episode.
Right.
I mean, you just get so much talking from all those idiots from Universe 2. Like, nobody gives a shit, to be honest with you. So yeah, the first half of the episode sucked, but the second half made up for it so hard. It was dumb.
Yeah, and really quickly, let me just say, if anybody likes them, let us know.
God, I haven't
And
met
if you
one
do,
person.
Tell us why.
Give us one reason.
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously not going into anything looking to hate the characters. I personally actually hate listening to podcasts that just crap on everything. Because, I mean, if you're anything like me, you'll be listening to us trash rebrand. I'm like, all right, why did you even watch the episode then? If you hate them that much.
That's not the case. Like, in this case, because we like the show and we like the characters, it's just she sucks.
Yeah. So if any of you actually enjoy the love triplets there, let us know.
And if you do, for real, let us know and give us some reason for anything redeemable about these characters. Because I'm dying for it.
They're out. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
Until the whole universe is erased.
We're slowly kind of trimming down on those little side fights that we've been dealing with.
Yeah, we're getting to the big stuff.
Yeah, so they're gone. I have a feeling next week will be. I actually tend to agree with. Damn it, I can't remember which one of them said it. I want to say it was Mike. I think it was Mike.
Are you sure?
Yes, that
Okay.
was saying that we're gonna get Universe 2 and Universe 6 gone next week.
That's hard to say. It might happen, man. But I don't know. It might be. I think it's a little far fetched. I think we'll get Universe 2 gone.
We'll see. I'm placing my bets on both at this point. My
Really?
official statement is I'm betting that both of them will be gone next week.
Nah, I'll go for 2. You want to bet a scratch off on it?
Sure.
You want the $100 one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, this episode really wasn't anything memorable, though, in my opinion. Like, even if I had to rate it, I'd probably still give it like a 6.5.
I give it an 8.5.
I'll give it a 6.5. The front end was just bad.
It was bad, but
Like,
the
I
second half
can't-
more than made up for it.
I know, but to me it didn't. It was good, but it wasn't enough to make up for an entire like 12 minutes of just crap.
That's your MO, man. I liked it.
I mean, I just want a good episode front to back. Is that too much to ask?
Fiesta cast, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that they're gone, but like, don't give me this bull crap of, dialogue. Not even like interesting dialogue for the first half of it.
I mean, what do you expect from that character? It's been the same way the whole
No,
time.
not the character, just in general. We had like 5, 6, 7, 8 characters having a little standoff there, and it wasn't interesting at all.
Well,
at all.
I mean, when it comes to those characters, what's interesting about them to say?
You could literally make up anything. We haven't gotten any exposition with 3 of them.
Yeah, but who gives a shit about them? I'm just glad they're gone.
They're not gone. The 3 of them are still there.
Oh, sorry. The girls are gone.
Yeah, the girls are gone, but like the other guys, just like
Yeah, they're gone.
give us something.
They're gone next week.
I know,
so.
but give us something to make it interesting at least, instead of them just like getting thirsty over the girls and flipping out.
White Knight.
At least,
all day
at least we
long.
got Vegeta beating up Space Cop.
That was dope. Honestly.
Yeah. What would you pick as your high for this episode? Other than Rebrand being gone.
I was gonna say we already know the high of the episode. I guess I loved 17's block of the big blast with his energy shield.
Oh yeah.
And they showed him he got a little tied up, and they just saw this guy wrecked in the ground. I thought that was by far my favorite part of the episode.
Okay. Any other highs?
The whole thing with Krillin and 18's actual love. You see like some actual loving relationship there. That was cool.
That actually kind of annoyed me.
Why?
When they're doing the flashback.
Well, the flashback sucks. Like, who cares?
It's just 18 saying 18 son, 18 son,
Yeah.
18 son.
But like,
I get it, but
I get it. That was a little much. But I'm saying what made me really happy was actual love was her downfall, not her like bullshit version of it.
Yeah, that was plot twist of the century. Actually,
it made me really happy.
That was enough to get it from a 4 to a 6.5.
So I like that a lot.
All right, what were your lows?
My low was she didn't actually die. I thought for real when she punched her through the head, she killed her. I would have been okay with 18 just being out.
Destroys her frontal lobe.
Yeah, just kills her. And then she's just out because she killed her. I would have been way okay with that.
Oh, man. Speaking of that, we just got through the end of season 8 of Grey's.
Well,
rough.
Bye.
Real rough.
Bye.
Anyway, my highs were 18 in that final fight there.
Mm-hmm.
The music was on point to match the intensity of it, so
Agreed.
I really enjoyed that. 17 jumping in was pretty sick, and my low would probably be Ribrianne in general, like getting upset that 18 was dodging.
Mm-hmm.
Like saying to fight fair and square. Like, no.
God, I'm so sick of that. Why is that happening?
Oh, you're supposed to just let me punch you in the face.
What? For real, what the hell is that?
She did that.
It's not just her.
They also got upset when both 18 and 17 saved Goku from that blast in the beginning.
Pisses me
They
off.
got upset over that.
It's like, oh my God, just like shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I don't. Why? Why is everybody's like, okay, you should let this hit you? What is that about? Why is that something that's popping up now? That's never been a thing.
Because plot? That's the thing.
What plot?
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's no good reason for them to be doing stuff like this. And that's why it's my low.
Stupid. I get it, man. It's annoying.
No. Not a good episode, in my opinion.
I'll give it an 8.5 still.
Yeah. I'm sticking with my 6.5. Anybody wants to disagree with me?
Suck it.
Yeah, I'll die on that hill.
He's going to die on a couple hills.
Yeah, it's the hill right next to the Stranger Things hill. Except the Stranger Things hill is a slightly bigger because I'm more passionate about defending that, obviously. So,
just out of spite, mostly.
Do you have anything else that you want to add?
Happy Fiesta Cast, boys and girls.
Happy Fiesta Cast.
We gave it all we had. And
we really did. It's 12:21 a.m. I got to be up in 6 hours.
This is a hard one, man. Like, we powered through this one because I fell asleep before this. We woke up before I woke up and actually came up in here to do this podcast.
Yeah, you passed out on my couch.
Yeah, I was watching a show. I was watching it on my phone.
You were watching the dub.
Yeah, I was watching it with my with my hand holding up my head, and I don't remember falling asleep. So,
okay, so before we get out of here, we obviously do want to acknowledge the horrible, horrible news that we got on the 17th. So at this point, it was about 10 days ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hiromi Suru, who is the voice actress for Bulma, tragically passed away at the age of 57. And it was at the 16th. So it was 11 days ago. I'm just going to read the news blurb that came out from YTV in Japan. says, at about 7:30 p.m. on November 16th, Hiromi Suru was found unconscious in her car on the Metropolitan Expressway in Tokyo and was taken to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. She was found with her seatbelt fastened, and there was no sign of an accident. The Metropolitan Police Department are investigating the cause of death and say it may have been due to illness. That's obviously horrible.
Yeah, it's clearly tragic, and it's hard, man, and it's hard to put into words, but our thoughts and prayers go out to her family. Obviously,
we're all obviously bummed out that we're not going to hear the voice of Bulma, the true voice of Bulma, ever again.
right.
But
and
this is obviously bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger than Dragon Ball. It's like the woman she lost her life, man, and I was telling Nick before we were recording, it's almost like when you have such a connection with a show or a musician or anything really that you don't really know the person, but you have such a connection with what they're giving you, you almost feel like you do know them.
And I mean, for most of us now, especially with Super, we haven't known that voice for very long.
Yeah.
And it's made that much of an impact on us already.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's terrible. It's awful. And I'm going to read one more thing here. This is a statement from Toei.
Mm-hmm.
Not much that they said here, but it's obviously
heartfelt.
Yeah. Words can't express how sad we are about the tragic passing of Hiromi Suru, who gave life to Bulma for more than 30 years. Rest in peace, Hiromi. You will always be remembered. We love you forever. So that is from Toei Animation. They put that out on Twitter on the 17th. Yeah, it's...
And we're not going to say too much more about it.
We're not. There's what...
Obviously, she has a huge impact on Dragon Ball in general. She's, like, as Toei said, been doing the voice for 30 years.
Oh.
She's a big part of the series and a big part of the character that we have currently.
And it's obviously, like I said, it's tragic, but this is more than just Dragon Ball. A family lost probably their mother or their daughter. It's awful stuff. So we're gonna
just keep that in mind and keep them in your thoughts.
Yeah, and you know what? Be good to each other. She was only 57. You never know when something horrible is going to happen. And I know it's not very... we're ending on a bit of a somber note, not normally how we
have
do it around here.
We have to talk about it. It's important.
But, it's... Be good to each other. Be nice to each other.
And take care of yourself.
Yeah, especially in the world we're living in today. There's just too much insanity and sadness and just pain out there. So tomorrow or whenever you're listening to this, after you're done listening to this, take off your headphones and just, smile to somebody when you're passing them on the street. Compliment somebody, say thank you, hold the door open, just be good people.
And you know what? Thank you guys for showing us so much love and positivity throughout this whole thing.
So
it's been incredible. Thank you, and we love you guys.
Yeah, we'll be back next week to cover back on our normal schedule.
Yeah, right.
To cover episodes 42 and 118 of Dragon Ball Super. I'm Nick,
and I'm Mason.
Have a great week. Stay safe, and until next time.
Adios.